Hello, good day! Ito nga pala ang inyong Sir Jello at mayroon ako ulit ituturo sa inyo na math video topics. Pero bago yan, huwag niyo munang kalimutang mag-subscribe sa aking YouTube channel na Sir Jello para maging updated kayo sa lahat ng videos na i-upload ko. Hello, good day! Welcome to another week of learning for our grade 9 mathematics lesson. For this week, we have angle of elevation and angle of depression. Let us have first the definitions. For line of sight, so it is an imaginary line that connects the eye of an observer to the object being observed. Next, the angle. It is the angle from the horizontal to the line of sight of the observer to the object above. And the angle of depression is the angle from the horizontal to the line of sight of the observer to the object below. So here is the illustration of what the angle of elevation and depression looks like. So as you can see, this is your horizontal line, then this is your line of sight, and then the object above, so therefore it is an angle of depression. On the other hand, if this is the observer, this is the horizontal line of sight, this is the line of sight, and the object being observed, thus it will be angle of depression. So there you can see the difference between angle of elevation and depression by the position of the observer and the object where it is located. So let us have our first problem. Problem number 1. So Anna stands 15 meters away from a flagpole. The angle of elevation from where she stands to the top of the flagpole is 27 degrees. How high is the flagpole if Anna is 1.5 meters tall? So if we're going to draw the actual diagram of this problem, so you have Anna here that stands 15 meters away from a flagpole. Then the angle of elevation where she stands to the top of the flagpole is 27 degrees. Now this is the angle of elevation. How high is the flagpole if Anna? So the height is also given at 1.5 meters tall. So this is your actual diagram. Then you can convert it into triangle diagram or the right triangle diagram in order to visualize very easily the problem. So let's say you have triangle ABC with right angle at angle C. So the horizontal line of sight here will be ray CA. This line, the line of sight is ray AB. The angle of elevation is angle CAB. And the angle of depression is none, since we're referred to the angle of elevation. So we're looking for the height of the flagpole, which is represented by x. So as you can see, this is your angle of elevation at 27 degrees. We can relate the relationship of 27 degrees to this side, which is the unknown side, and this side, which is the given side. So if this is your reference angle, so this becomes your reference angle. So this side that is opposite of 27 degrees, which is x, so this will be the opposite side. So we put it as opposite, and then 15 meters will be the adjacent side. Okay. So we can actually solve this using 6 trigonometric functions. So we can relate 27 degrees as opposite over adjacent. So if we're going to recall SOHCAHTOA, so TOA stands for tangent. So we can write as tangent 27 is equal to the opposite, which is x, over the adjacent, which is 15. So we can relate it as TOA using SOHCAHTOA. And then solve for the value of x. So we have across this one, so that is x is equal to 15 times the value of tangent 27. So this becomes 15 times the value of tangent 27 using your scientific calculator, so that is 0.5095 times 15, so that is equal to 7.6429, or you can write it as 7.6 meters. Now, since the height of Anna was given at 1.5, so we can add 7.6 by 1.5, so that is x is equal to 7.6 plus the height of Anna, which is 1.5. So x is equal to 9.1 meters. So this is actually the height of the flagpole, 9.1 meters. I'm going to go back, so that will be the actual height of the flagpole. Okay. Next, problem number 2. From the top of the mountain, climber observed that the angle of depression near the sea is 30 degrees. If the mountain is 3,000 meters above the sea level, what is the direct distance from the mountain to the top of the church? So, of course, we can have the actual diagram. So, there is climber here observing that the angle of depression of this church is 30 degrees here. So, we're referring to depression, angle of depression. So, the given is that mountain, 3,000 meters above the sea level. We are looking for the direct distance from the observer going to the top of the church. So, if we're going to write it in a triangle diagram, so we have here 30 degrees as your angle of depression. We're given here triangle PQR with angle Q as your right angle. So, the horizontal line of sight is ray QP. The line of sight is this side or that side, which is ray RP. So, there is no angle of elevation. Then the angle of depression is angle RPQ. Now, you will notice here that in the actual diagram, the 30-degree angle is situated from the observer. And then on the triangle diagram, what we did is to we just, from here, 30 degrees, we just rewrite again 30 degrees in this angle. So why we can do that? Because we know that the observer is actually a horizontal line, and this side PQ is parallel to this side, so we can relate this 30 degrees here to here as alternate interior angles, while your line PR, or the line of sight, will become your transversal. So we can actually rewrite 30 from here going to angle P, which is 30 degrees. Okay? So we can now again relate 30 degrees on this side, the given height of the mountain, to the unknown. So 30 degrees, this is your reference angle now. Then we can relate it to 3,000 meters as your opposite. And then your x here will be the hypotenuse. So that is actually opposite over hypotenuse. So if you're going to write the solution, that will be so. So that is actually sine 30 degrees. That is equal to 3,000 over x. So that will be our solution. So we can cross multiply this part. So we have cancelling sine 30 here. So x will be 3,000 over sine 30. And we just press sine 30. That is 3,000 divided by 0.5. So the value of x will be 6,000 meters. So we're going to go back. So that is the direct distance from the mountain top to the church, which is 6,000 meters. Okay. So to summarize again the topic about angle of elevation and depression. Number 1, read and understand the problem. Number 2, draw the actual diagram and its triangle diagram. Number 3, relate the given angle or the reference angle, for that matter, to the side given and unknown. Then number 4, use SOHCAHTOA to identify the trigonometric function to be used. So that will be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something for today. Have a good day.